Hi folks, it's Andrew here.
And it's Daryl as well.
And welcome to our blog post. Now we have just finished this week's call, and this was a fantastic call. We did Hotseats this week. We had 3 of our clients volunteer to be in the hot seat this week, and this is in this call we actually went through 3 different sites and pulled their sites apart, looked at some of the key things that they could do to actually improve their sites. Now, why this is really exciting is because when looking at other people, what they're doing and what the mistakes that they might be making, you can generally learn some really good things to improve your site and in some ways learn from their mistakes. So it's a really good way of learning. That's why we do it.
Now, we looked at 3 sites, as Andrew said. 2 of them were basic ebook websites, and one of them was a lead generation site for selling a bigger ticket item, a $1,500 product. Some of the key lessons that we pulled out, we read through each of the sales letters, and then we analysed what was working, what wasn't working on each of them, based on what we saw on the website, based on the graphics and the look of it, based on the wording, the different elements that were on the website, and then we had a look at the statistics as well. So how many visitors were they getting, sources of traffic, how long were people staying on the site, how many sales were being made, how much money was being made versus what it was costing to get the traffic there. And we came up with a bunch of lessons. Probably the key things that came out of it were, first of all, it's really important to have emotion in your sales letter. We looked at one particular website that ought to have been a very emotional topic, but it was coming across as quite clinical. So we talked about some changes that could be made there. As part of that, we talked about having a great story as part of your website, not just a series of bullet points, but a real story that captivates people, engages them, and gets them reading all the way through your sales letter rather than just a bit at the start. We also talked about the importance of graphics and formatting to have your website look professional. You know, if people are finding a website that looks a bit homemade, these days that's really not a good look. You know, most websites that people are seeing these days tend to be very clean, professional looking. You know, get rid of the typos, make sure that everything is nicely laid out and formatted, that it's very easy for people to see at a glance where the information is on your site, and subconsciously that it's appealing. And the last thing that we talked about was making it easy to order on your website. It should be very obvious how to order, what it is that you actually have as your call to action on the page, what it is you're expecting people to do. So it really ought to be that slippery slide all the way to making the sale.
So there are a number of key learnings that we got out of this call, and we've gone into them in detail. Now, it was a little bit longer, this call, because we had 3 sites to go through. We went for about an hour and a half on this one, so but it was worth listening to the whole call if you get a chance, because you'll learn heaps as well. So we look forward to hearing more from you guys, any feedback that you got out of this call, and how you might have improved your site. So until next time, we'll see you soon.
See ya.
Bye.